Hey, what's up, y'all? It's K.Short. It is still Saturday, January 12th, 2019. It is like 1:50 p.m. right now, and today is one of those days where I have a lot to say, which is good, because that means I could get to episode 600 a lot quicker. But what am I thinking about right now? What do I want to share with all of you? I wanted to share with all of you my honesty of who I really am, and why I am the way that I am. So I've currently been working on like a 4-day project of compiling all of my notes. And you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but like I literally have notes from college, and I didn't like keep notes from like particular classes. There's a couple, like my education class or something like that, but I kept a lot of notes when it came to everything outside of my classes. So like a lot of the leadership conferences and a lot of the workshops and a lot of the retreats and a lot of all that stuff. I just had a feeling that I was going to use them later on, you know? I just had a feeling. I don't know why. And so now, 5 years later, I've been in the process of creating Tomboy, and now I'm in the process of creating a curriculum, and I have proof, so check this out. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says curriculum on there. Can you see that? Cool. So, and as you can see through all of my stuff, I'm organizing actually the last parts of this process. I have been compiling notebooks and composition books and folders and passion planners and notes on my computer, notes in my phone. Yeah, and the hardest part right now is what I'm doing is all of the notes I took in my passion planner in the space of infinite possibility. And I'm just like organizing it. I have notebooks that say curriculum, and I have notebooks that say personal branding, and I have notebooks that are basically subjects that I feel like I could teach on, and not teach as an expert, but teach as what I know up until now. And I think, again, that's the whole point of this podcast. This is the whole point of me even showing videos to all of you, showing you literally in my natural state. I'm still in my pajamas. I just took off my robe as we're recording the second episode for today. And for me, I just feel like it's important to show the process of how we're trying to get to where we want to go. You know, I think a lot of times successful people only show their successes. And not only, but it's just kind of like they don't think to document everything in between because they're just wanting to get through it and wanting to get to where they want to be. But for me, thinking about why I am the way that I am, and why I have the time to document all of these things, why I have the time to compile notes, why that I have the time to build a curriculum, why the time I'm able to record podcasts and make videos, why I have all this time to do this. And I say that because I literally found some pages and more stuff. I was like, dang, I thought I was done. But I literally just found some more pages of a personal branding notebook. And I was like, oh, I should add that into the curriculum. And then I just thought, like, who the heck am I? I literally can keep myself busy for the rest of my life. And that's just because that's how I'm hardwired. I literally have projects for life. I'm already developing projects that I won't be able to get to until the opportunities and focusing on my personal brand or Tomboy or whatever the case, like, won't open up until that is done. So I'm just like, okay, don't work on it right now, but you can work on it later. So make sure to write it down so you remember this forever project is really what they're called. And then I just thought, you know, when I share my vision and I share myself with the world and people kind of look at me like, you're weird, or just like dang, like, you really know who you are, or you're so sure of yourself, or like, you know, all of these nice things that people say about that I just know a little bit more than some people, you know. And I just thought, this is not literally because I want to. This is literally because of how the cards have been dealt to me. It's literally because I'm an only child that came from immigrant parents that told them not to bother them. Like, that's it. And I just so happened to be a talkative only child that had immigrant parents that told them not to bother them. So everything that I am was because I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have people to play with. You know, like I did, but I didn't have someone there constantly who can consume all of these thoughts. And I just think about that. Like, I wonder if I talk more because I'm an only child, or would I talk as much if I had a sibling? You know, what if I would feel like I didn't have to say that much because I had someone to listen to me, you know, or anybody really. And so it just kind of makes me like laugh because, you know, I don't want y'all to think I'm some kind of special. I want you to just recognize, like, I just didn't get those cards dealt to me. And it sucks, but that's okay, you know? And you got cards dealt to you that you have siblings and you are actually doing things, and y'all are playing outside, or y'all are, I don't know, doing what siblings do. But all I had was a pen and paper and lots of video games and lots of toys and 2 TVs. Because all of these things had to keep me busy. Having a tree house, having 3 backyards, having 2 mopeds. Like, yes, like they kept me busy. And thankfully, I'm a curious kid, so all of those things kept me busy. And so just to like share a few things with you that I have on this to finish list, my 2009 to finish list. But really, it's all of these things that are floating around in my head, and I'm compiling it all into a single document. So I'm going through the second layer of it, and just trying to find that focus and just trying to stay organized. And I think that's something people don't really realize, like the importance of organization. And I just say that wholeheartedly, throwing no shade on anybody. But like, when I just think about like adulting, and I think about my dreams, and I think about just surviving, and I'm trying to get organized, I'm taking 4 days out of my life to get organized. What the hell are y'all doing? Because this is hard. Like, being an adult is hard, you know? And then not only that, being an adult with the life I'm living, and not living in a career, living in this system or whatever the case, like this routine, like having to remember to go get your tires checked, or having to remember to go to the dentist, or having to remember, like, I don't know how y'all are doing life without a planner. Like, y'all are like superhuman or something, but I'm just like struggling. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I need to do, or like I want to do, both of them really. And I'm just like, how the hell is everyone else doing this? How is everyone else managing this? And I'm just like, damn, I need to write everything down, or I'm gonna forget all of it. I'm just gonna just like sit in my room and play video games. But anyways, I just want to share with you just this list that I have, and it's my to finish list for 2019. And it's just like all of these things that are in my head all the time that like I need to do and I want to do. So I just want to like share a few things with you, or share the categories, and just to be like, this is how much time I have on my hands. And it can be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. It can be seen as whatever, but I'm just sharing with you. So anyways, I have a list of the things I would like to buy, such as Final Cut Pro, or a juicer, or an all-in-one workout bench. That would be cool. A list of the books that I'll probably never get to be completely honest, but it's on the top of my list. Things I need to clean, like my vacuum. Like, I just need to remember to clean my vacuum. Content ideas, things that I need to create, particularly to like YouTube and Facebook, and like branding. Things that are on my to-do list, which is like serial numbers. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically the number to each like equipment that you have, that is specifically to that. So that's been on my list for at least 3 years, at least particularly since I've started YouTube and started accumulating really important gadgets. So last night, or 2 nights ago, I just like, it got to like 3 a.m, and I was just finally getting to this to-do list item and writing down or typing out all of these serial numbers. Like, this is literally how much time I have. Things I want to get involved with, personal, which is like, where's my NAU graduation video? Where the heck is that? I don't know if I put that on the internet. I don't know if it's lost in some file, and I know I have it because like I'm an avid documenter, so I'm just like, where the heck is it? Things that I need to do for fun, speech topics that I want to put together later on in life, things that I want to learn, like the ukulele or how to tailor, tattoos that I want to get. And then on the back is things that I need to do for Tomboy International. And lastly, I have like personal projects, like personal, lifelong, forever projects that will hopefully will come on later on in life. And so those are things that are like maybe extending the set videos and the set shows that I used to do in Phoenix, where it was like an intimate open mic, or a recycling drive thing that I have, a way to give back to our communities. Like there's just like all these ideas. I'm not telling you because they're mine, but there's just like all these ideas that I have that I would like to do one day. And it's just like, I just don't want you all to think like, oh, K.Short, like you have your shit together. No, I don't. I'm trying to, and I'm trying because I literally have nothing better to do. You know what I mean? Like, even right now, I've been thinking of some of my friends, and I'm trying to become a better friend by now, like texting people when I am thinking about them, instead of just thinking about them and letting the thought pass. Like I'm trying to like reach out when I think about them. And you have to think about that. Like I think a lot, so I'm just like, I'm hitting people up. But I was just like thinking about those people, and I was just like, man, it'd be really nice to hang out with someone right now. I was like, it's beautiful outside. Like, it'd be really nice to just like enjoy this day with somebody, you know? And I was just like thinking, well, what can we do, or what can we not do? And are we on that level yet? And are they busy? And like, again, it goes back to me not wanting to bother people. You know, I learned that from my mom and my dad, so I'm just like, you know, they're probably busy. Like, they have their family, and they have their friends, and they have their siblings, and then, like, they have to take care of themselves because a lot of them are working, like, career jobs, you know, and they're 9 to 5, and it's their weekend, so they need to do their chores, and they need to go grocery shopping, and they need to do all these things, and I'm just like, I don't want to bother them. So here I am, just taking my notes, and making curriculums, and having forever projects, and creating, and sharing this time and space with all of you. So these are just the cards that I've been dealt. And I could sit here all day and be like, oh, I wish I had siblings, or I wish I had parents that were younger, or I wish I was born in the Philippines, or I wish my parents were born in the United States, or I wish whatever. I wish a lot of things. Or I can just accept that this is the life that I have and do the best that I can with it. And if it may make me seem like a loser or a weirdo or just someone that's like different, well, so be it. I like me. And I like being me, and yeah, it gets lonely sometimes, but I'm starting to love my lonely. And eventually it'll turn to aloneness, and then it'll be lonely. Because lonely is just a feeling like anything else. Like, I feel like alone is like a state of being, but lonely is just an emotion. And as long as I'm becoming my own best friend and recognizing that my company is the one company I'm going to have for the rest of my life, and God's, then I would rather cultivate those relationships knowing I'm stuck with myself for the rest of my life than to be bummed out because I don't have the relationships other people have with other people. And it's not that they won't happen, it will. But they'll come and go, and they'll stay. Some will stay. I know there's going to be some that'll stay. But at the end of the day, it's just me. And I'm happy with being me. So, time to get back to work. I'm down to like the last phase of these notes, gathering the last bit of them, and I'm so excited because now I could finally start planning out my 2019 goals. I haven't even done it yet. I want you all to recognize, like, I've given myself so much grace where I'm all not giving myself crap for not getting it done by January 1st. I was just like, if it gets done, it gets done. Like, it'll get done when it needs to get done, you know, and not feeling that pressure of time, like this human constructed thing, you know. So I'm down to the last phase, and I'm really excited of what I come up with for what I want to do for 2019 and how my passion planner roadmap has changed over the years, and like what are my new goals at this point in my life. So anyways, if you want to see that stuff, you can on my social media at K.Short. But other than that, tune into the next episode for another lesson, realization, and experience from my daily life.